All right.
Are we live now? What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is another episode, No Pad, No Pencil. Got my brother Dion with me, another Baltimore hero.
What's up? What's up?
Not much. Hey, this was not a pure fuckery, man.
Her D fuckery. Cross the board.
Hey, from the linebacker core to the coaching, it's the same old.
I agree with you 100% with the linebacker core. Me personally watching the game, not much so much. The offensive coaching in the first half was iffy. I thought the defensive coordinator was calling right shit.
Right.
But the linebackers can't fucking read the gaps, man. It's horrible, man. It's insane.
It's queen.
Between not reading the right gaps, allowing them to run outside when you can tell the run is going to the outside, but now you're shooting through gaps and it's not. So now he just got free range to your corners,
right?
Who haven't been tackling well all year,
right?
He's not helping. Queen personally isn't helping the defense, and if you notice later in the game, they was taking him off the field
because he get picked on every game for the last past 2 years, and it's like this. He's relying way too much on his athleticism instead of reading the play. If he read the play, his athleticism will make it easy for him to make the tackle.
Be easy. I was watching videos on the Ravens website.
Okay.
Of them, and I think this was before the Denver game. I want to say this was while I was in Denver.
Okay.
Them practicing tackling, right?
All right.
Like wrapping up, right? It wasn't full speed, but like just wrapping up.
Right.
And how can that translate? How can you do this? Be practice, and then when you get on the field, you still not wrapping up. It doesn't make sense. And then we turn around, and I'm jumping around, but I'm like,
go ahead, man. Speak your mind.
And we keep playing down. This been going on since when we had Steve McNair.
Right.
We play down to our competition.
But it's another thing. Harbaugh always had problems when he go against ex-NFL coaches. He tend to get out-coached, and he got out-coached today. But Greg Roman saved his ass in the second half when they started throwing the ball.
But that's where, as a head coach, he putting people in position to help you win.
Exactly.
When we first got Lamar, I was ready for Harbaugh to go.
That's it.
Because I didn't think he was going to adapt to what Lamar was good at.
Right.
Or actually help Lamar
transcend. Right.
Yeah. Right. Because we never did it with Joe.
Exactly.
We never decided like, hey, Joe, this is what you need to work on. This is what we want to do.
Right.
Joe had his best year, I believe, was 2014, 2015 under Kubiak.
Right.
Kubiak get his dream job, and then we go get this fucking bum from Chicago that pretty much kicked him out of his first season. As I watched his coordinator, it baffled me.
But see, that was once again, that was Harbaugh hiring friends and family of the friends.
But he will fire friends. We saw that with.
Oh, he will always push an offensive coordinator out there to be a scapegoat, but he never takes the blame. Takes the blame.
I'm bouncing around. Let's get back to this game.
Go ahead. It's your show.
It's I ain't gonna make it to 65, man.
Hey,
man. I ain't gonna do it, man. I'm not, man.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you.
My heart literally is still like pounding.
I ain't going to sleep at 1 o'clock. Like I say, being a Ravens fan would take 10 years off your life. Somebody said up in the chat, you can't blame Horse for this. This was Soy D. We ain't tackling and stopping anyone. But you still got to blame Harbaugh because this is coaching staff, man.
I understand him, and I agree with the person who made that statement in the chat.
Right.
Because you can only coach players so much.
Right.
And this ain't college where you can just be like, all right, I'm benching you. You know
what
I mean? Our tackling issue is a problem, man.
But it's everything I always say when it comes to the Ravens. It's a lack of preparation or lack of execution. It got to be one or the other.
I personally think it's a lack of execution with the players.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it's the NFL's part because they didn't transition us to the NFL to being pretty much soft for real.
Right.
I think you get 1 or 2 actual contact practices a year.
Just about.
Something like that. So, and this ain't the yesteryears where players look for contact. They looking to tackle. They like, I'm going to drive this motherfucker into the ground.
Right.
But now, everything's a penalty. So, it's like...
Because that play on Houston was bullshit. I never heard of anybody having a horse. You can't horse collar the quarterback. You can't.
I don't know how you can be called for horse collaring
in the pocket
while you're actively already tackling somebody, and then they maneuver out.
Right.
What, I'm supposed to just let them go? Like I don't.
But I was always told you cannot horse collar a quarterback in the pocket. You can't.
Well, he was outside the pocket.
Oh, okay.
He was outside the pocket, and now anything at the nameplate. It used to be inside of the collar.
Right.
Now it's the nameplate.
Okay.
It's the NFL again. Change the rules.
Morning and down.
As a defensive player, you don't know what you're gonna get penalized for and what you're not gonna get penalized for.
Real talk. And it seemed like every quarterback get the calls, but Lamar. That's how it's looking.
And the only reason he got the one I believe he got today, because it was blatant. He was hit straight in the head, straight up. It was a blatant call.
And he bitched about it all week long.
Yeah,
you know.
But the AFC is a problem, man.
Honestly, and honestly, I like our chances. It's just when are we gonna put a complete game together on offense and defense? That's the problem.
Like I said, I was in Denver.
Right.
The defense came. The defense showed up in Denver.
Right.
But they did have the benefit of Teddy going down, but Teddy's a mediocre quarterback anyway.
Right.
But we got to build off of this. How our defense performed those last 4 or 5 minutes of this game, they got to build off of that.
Hey, boy, I'm gonna tell you like this. That young boy Hooper gonna burn our ass up next week. That's a matchup for him. That's an L. He gonna burn our ass up.
And you and me go back and forth about coaching Lamar or whatever.
Right.
And people thought I didn't like Lamar.
Right.
True. I just was stating what he needed to improve in, and he's done it.
Right.
He's done it.
Right.
He's improved his accuracy. You watch his feet work in the pocket. It's good. He's not looking to run as soon as you see a gap now.
And he did it today.
The biggest thing, though, that I'm liking about Lamar now is he was a 2-read quarterback.
He reading the whole field.
He's reading the whole field now. He was
right.
tight end and then look upfield.
Right.
Now he's looking upfield and coming back. And
right.
It's beautiful to watch him progress.
But see, this is what happens when you put wide receivers around him that he can trust that's going to catch the ball.
Right.
That's all this is. You got to put the personnel around.
I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but I like the boy Porsche.
Yeah.
He got hands, man.
Right.
He catches. He got hands. Duvernay has really improved.
Right.
Over the past couple years in his receiving style. He's really improved. And Hollywood's just been balling.
Right.
Just been balling.
I mean, he had his 2 games everywhere. The way he looked like Hammond's far slim, but he looking good today. You feel?
He looked good. He looked good in Denver. He just been balling. He really only had the one bad game in Detroit.
But like I said in the last video, I want to see this wide receiver core complete with Bateman because I believe this shit gonna be nasty.
Because. And I agree with you because the issue now is as good as fast as Sammy is.
Right.
Sammy lost a step. You can tell.
Right.
He's really not going to stretch the field like that.
Right.
But he improved his route running. He's a much better route runner than he's ever been.
But see, you gotta look at it like this. Sammy ain't supposed to be our number one.
No,
It's supposed to be Hollywood and Bateman on the inside, Sammy in the middle, or you can switch with Hollywood in the middle. And
right. You can put Hollywood anywhere. You can put Hollywood. You can put Hollywood anywhere. But when Bateman gets back, because he's so big and so fast, he should definitely be a serious matchup problem. And how our tight ends, not just Andrews,
right?
The one younger guy that came in, that
Oliver, something like that.
Yeah, like, and this is when you really realize you're becoming a real fan.
Right.
When you pay attention to motherfuckers that ain't even get the ball.
Right.
And you're looking at how they run their routes when they go back to the replays. That's why I love going to games. Because when you're in the stands and you're looking at the game, you see the whole field. You see who's open. You see how a person run a route, how a person not run a route.
Right.
Our offense can truly be a problem. And if we get this running game, like the running backs rarely going, it can truly be a problem.
My man up in the chat said the Ravens are a goofy bunch to watch. He said, "What's good, Mr. Hayes? Salute to you, bro. Jackson Ravens will be in the AFC Championship game against the Bills." Hey, man, like I say, I like the Ravens and Rams in the Super Bowl.
Yo, my cousin, and I gotta connect him with you or whatever. I'm gonna pick that up or whatever. He been saying that before training camp.
Okay.
He been saying Ravens, Rams since training camp.
Okay.
I gotta link you up with him, man. And but I agree with him. It's goofy as shit watching this game. Yo, son, I was so frustrated at halftime I started working out.
Oh shit.
I was like, yo, I gotta do something.
Right.
But because we left a lot of points on the field again.
Hey, yo, this ain't supposed to happen today.
It's not.
We played down to
22-9. It was 22-9. We'll come back. Come on, like this. Yo, he gives you a shot. It doesn't matter, man. He gives you.
Hey, like I say, the boy, even Lamar makes up for his mistakes.
Right.
That's why I say he's the most dominant football player ever seen.
He's the most dominant football player
ever.
Right, definitely right now in the NFL. And I will agree with you. He's probably going to go down as the most dominant football.
Because like I keep saying, he putting up a triple-double every week in football with the running and the passing. We ain't never seen no shit like this. This is why I tell people you can't compare him a bit, because Lamar do this every week.
Every week.
Vic was only doing it some game. He doing it to win.
And we get back to the coaching staff. I didn't think they were going to make the adjustments that they was going to need to be. And I'm talking about for Lamar. Right. I thought we were still going to be trying to run Lamar a lot. But Lamar's going from, to my opinion, from what I've seen the past few games, he's going from he's still a dual threat, however you want to, but a run-throw quarterback to a run-scramble, if that makes sense.
But see, you touched on what I said in the previous video. Yeah, I got you. This regular offense is pass the run now. The pass opened up the run.
Yes.
So this is how we got to play now, because Murray is too slow. Freeman, he on his last legs. And Williams, he can't pass protect. Right. And we don't know what the fuck we getting out of Bell.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Who was the young guy at the end of the game?
It was another guy?
It was a young
McQuarrie. Was it McQuarrie?
I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go back and I'll hit you up. I gotta look
all right.
But he was in at the end of the game, and Lamar hit him a couple times out the backfield. And it wasn't
that was Williams, 34.
Williams?
Yeah, that was 34.
All right. But it's man, they got something special, man. They got something special now with seeing how our offense could play, the things that our defense can do, or whatever. Now it really is on the coaching to get it through to those guys' heads of what we have.
We got to tighten up this defense, because Owe is a dog. He a dog. He's
All
dog.
Williams is Brandon Williams and Campbell in the middle are something special, man.
All right. There you go. I'll call you right
Special.
back. Call you right back. All right.
Campbell, he different, man.
He saved our ass today. He saved our ass.
Those 2 plays alone,
Right.
was game changers, man. Game changers. Game ball. He gets the game ball. I don't even know it.
Yes, indeed.
He gets the game ball. But this shit is crazy, man. It's but next week is gonna be tough.
It's a bad matchup. Bad matchup.
It's a very bad matchup.
The wide receivers, they 6'3" and better. The Ravens always got problems going against tall, athletic wide receivers. That's what I'm looking at. This as a L.
My personal opinion, and I know we played man, that whole side of the field is dead.
Right.
Wherever Mike Williams go, you go.
Right. But no, our boy number 13 with the beard, he a dog too. What the fuck?
I know he is, but I would rather have Mike Williams been. I think he got like 4 or 5. How many games in the season? 4, 5.
Yeah. Well, what's 5 right now? 5.
Yeah. He got like 4 100-yard games, man.
Right. And that young boy Hewitt, he ain't hit his stride yet. He just having fun.
The accuracy of his throws he's in his second year. It's
scary.
And I had no clue who he was at all. Period.
I watched him in college and he wasn't as good. I
had no clue who he was. I was like first time I see him playing, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
But the Colts, man.
They shit the bed today, boy. They
shit the bed. We got lucky.
Yes, indeed.
When that corner went down, that safety went down, it was open season.
Yes, indeed.
It was open season.
But you see what happened when we attacked the middle of the field? The game was so fucking easy.
It was so simple. It was so simple. And the coach for the Colts has to take some blame for this too. When your offense clicking like that, and you know your kicker has an issue, then you find out it's a hip issue. Like, he can't do anything. Like he's not gonna be able to do anything. You gotta go for it. At this point, you gotta go for the win, and your team understand, and the fans will understand. The kicker can't hit the ball. Exactly. So I had to go for it on whatever and just try to get in the end zone or even get much closer where the kick is easier for him.
Right.
Currently, he doesn't have a big leg already.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you got to go for it, and then just, you got to go for the win at that point because
you're on the road. It makes sense.
It makes sense. You on the road. It makes sense. You're up. Your kicker miss a extra point. You know what I mean? He turns around. He missed the kick. Got a kick block, and then missed another. Right.
Right. But y'all, Harbaugh almost gave this game away with that unnecessary 2-point ass conversion. He didn't need to do the shit.
I disagree with you.
Well, what 10, 22, 10?
If he wouldn't think about this, right? So he goes with a 2-point conversion. Okay, you kick the field goal, cool, right? They went back down and got a field goal.
Right.
At that point, right? Then we came back down, scored again, or whatever. Say you kick the field goal and they go and get a touchdown. It changes the whole concept of the game. Because they score a touchdown, now you still have a chance if you do convert. At the end of the day, the shit don't matter.
You know what I mean? I'm just having shit to talk about. We were talking about it in the chat. Like, how the fuck you do that?
I thought he should have went for it to keep it a 2-score game.
Right.
I understood it.
Right.
Harbaugh's been changed my mind, man. Like, you know what I mean? I was ready to get rid of him. I was ready for him.
I've been ready
for him to go.
Right.
But the last 2 years, and how this year is starting, and because of how he's worked, I ain't gonna say he's worked with Lamar, but put Lamar in a position to get better.
Right.
Actually changed the Ravens' whole offensive mind state about how we go about things. I'm liking it. I like the aggressiveness. I mean, so I don't know if you okay.
Go ahead, you good. You Gucci.
I thought I froze
Go
up.
ahead, talk.
Good,
Shit,
good.
this shit, man.
I like the aggressiveness.
Right.
I like when we play.
Right.
I like when we play for the win, man. I really do.
Right.
Now sometimes when we be going for 2, I'm like, come on, man. Like, gotta chill. But I
My
do like.
thing is, but this O-line going forward, we all see the potential in this.
Right.
It could be 2019 all over. That I've been saying this shit for a minute. This is gonna be 2019. The way this offense look, it really could be 2019. It's just Greg Roman got to get out this own way. He came out on that one possession and threw the ball 3 times.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. I think for him to be a coach, he gets caught up like the fans. Oh, we killed it throwing last week. We just gonna come out and throw it all the way. We lose our identity. We're still a running team.
It's like it's like he want to prove he can win a certain way.
Right.
That's what it is.
Right. I give you that. But he made the adjustments for the second half.
Right.
Now, I don't know if that was him. I don't know if that was Harbaugh that went to him or whatever.
Right.
They made adjustments offensively.
Right.
For us to come back.
Another thing, Lamar needs to calm down, yo. He can't do it by himself. He's so used to doing this shit by himself. He's trying to do everything. And I understand because it's out of necessity, but he don't need to do it the way this wide receiver core look.
That fumble pissed me off so bad because that ball was supposed to go to running back. And it was no, and he was, what tripped me was I don't know if he thought, okay, this is a smaller guy.
Right.
I'm gonna give him a move or whatever. I don't know. But that was supposed to go to the running back all the way.
Mark walked right on in, man.
Yeah, walk right on in. Right there. You gotta, if you're gonna read it, you take what they give you. You take what they give you. Can't do it.
It's like,
but he bounced back though. So,
right. From both of his mistakes, he came back. Like I said, the boy is something special, man. We ain't seen that right in our life.
We got lucky with the forward pass. I personally still don't know how that was a forward pass.
Yeah.
The guy announcing the game, the pass referee said.
But let's keep it a buck. Lamar was down, yo. He was down.
That ball was moving, man. That ball was moving, man. That ball was moving, man. It was moving.
Man.
But the Ravens could be very special, but they got.
We see it.
They gotta.
The only thing gonna hold this team.
Put it all together.
The only thing gonna hold this team back this year is the defense. I hate to say it, the defense. The linebacker core, because everybody's
the linebacker core. Even though Averett was getting picked on,
right?
I mean, that guy been balling.
Right. He look. Honest to God, he looked like a Pro Bowl the past 4 weeks.
Yeah, he's been balling. I think he had had the best pro football percentage this past few weeks or whatever.
Okay.
So, the coach, whoever on the coaching staff doing their videos must have saw something.
Right.
And they was picking on him or whatever.
See, that comes for us trying to be aggressive and go man on man all the time. Sometimes, like I say, it's cool to go zone because you got dogs up on that line that can get to the quarterback now.
Right.
So when you don't really have to blitz like that no more.
Right.
It's cool to be conservative at times.
Right. It is. That's 100%. It's cool to be conservative sometimes, but man, the Colts offensive coordinator, man, that motherfucker, he had a game plan.
He called a good game.
He called a great game, and if it wasn't for their kicker Then fucked up. It wasn't for that kicker man messed up and we getting some lucky bounces here and there, whatever. This would have been a totally different game.
But check this out. All the fuckery in the preseason, all the injuries now. This team got to go to the Super Bowl, yo.
We have 19 players on the IR,
and we winning.
It's crazy, and it's we got our 2 top running backs. We got our top left tackle. He's not even on the IR. He's just injured right now, but he ain't been playing.
Quote unquote, they say Stanley out for the season. That's what they're saying. They say he ain't been in the building.
I could believe it. I could believe that. You know what I mean? And they just probably don't want to put him on an IR.
Right.
It's when going into this, I was like, with how many people we had injured and all that stuff, I was like, yo, I don't know how we're gonna hold up to this. You know what I mean? That's why I said, as much as you want to give Harbaugh his what's the name, give him his some of his due criticism that he is due. 19 players on the IR.
And he coaching his ass off.
He figuring out how to win.
This one thing I can say about Harbaugh. He coaches players up. Now, when he go to the playoffs and play that one coach, he just can't beat the motherfucking coach with the pedigree and like an Andy Reid or somebody like that in the play. It's like a coach that played the game, he has problems against.
And I feel you, but I think it's coaches. I think his real issue is coaches that plays the game, but the coach also has confidence in his quarterback.
Let me throw a bone at you.
That becomes the issue.
Let me throw a bone at you. You think it's because Harbaugh gave his coordinators too much freedom?
I think technically Harbaugh didn't used to give his coordinators that much freedom.
Oh, you don't think so?
Nah, man. I don't think he used to give them that much freedom. I think he's actually giving them more freedom now. I think he always gave his defensive coordinators freedom.
Right. Since Rex Ryan.
I don't think he gave his offensive coordinators freedoms. But that's also because of Cam Cameron. I was at that Redskins game.
Okay.
I was there.
Okay.
And that dumbass play where we were up and Cousins was starting to digging out shit, and we made it to the goal line.
Right.
And it was supposed to be a run play. And I swear, if you all can find video of this, man, Joe gets to play. Joe looks to the sideline with this confused look on his face. He goes, it's an all-out blitz. Joe drops back, gets sacked, fumble. Redskins ends up beating us.
Okay.
John Harbaugh was on the sideline screaming at Cam.
What?
Screaming at Cam. I mean, like, Cam gets fired the next day.
Oh, shit.
This was our Super Bowl run.
Right. When he put Caldwell in there.
Put Caldwell in, right? This was the Super Bowl run. And I think when that happened, he kind of took away the freedoms that he gave to him, and now he's starting to give it back.
Okay.
He's starting to give it back. The only other coordinator I think he gave freedom to was Kubiak.
I mean, yeah, because that wasn't his call. That was Ozzie and Bashad.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only one he gave freedom to.
Right.
And but that's what I was talking about earlier. When you have that was stuff like that was the reason why I felt like Harbaugh needed to go.
Right.
Like I said, we have Kubiak leaves. He has a perfect system for Joe, right?
Right.
And as crazy as it sounds, Joe worked well, not as a scrambler, but when you move the pocket.
And he made the game simpler with Joe because it was only 2 reads.
It was 2 reads. Right. I mean, the tight end crossing coming down, and then whoever deep. That was it.
Right. It was simple.
You ain't had to figure nothing out or whatever. And then we go get Tressman, who's receiver running here, there, all over the place. But we don't shore the offensive line. Right.
But shit, that's been a problem here the past 10 years, yo. The O-line.
But I will say this: they've been drafting in the right directions. We've been taking offensive linemen first round, early second round, you know what I mean, early third round.
Right.
For a while, we wasn't getting offensive linemen until fourth, fifth round.
But see, one thing about the Ravens, they try to get these projects and fill them in the Ravens system. That's why I keep saying this organization need a fresh set of eyes, because a lot of our deficiencies is personnel, yo. We're still drafting like it's 2000, man. We got
you think how about you think this draft was 2000?
I mean, they had to get a wide receiver in Bateman. But everything else is like, what are we doing? We know we need O-line help. What do we get? Ben Powers. We get Cleveland.
I'm gonna call you right back.
It's like, what are we doing, yo?
Right. I feel you, but I think we heading away from that. You could 100% right. I personally think this draft that we just had was DeCosta's first real draft. I think the first draft he had the year before. I think that still was Ozzie.
It looked like Ozzie.
I think this one here was DeCosta. Like the players that we got,
right?
You know what I mean, where we got them, getting players that we knew would actually help Lamar. You know what I mean? I thought that was different. I personally thought getting Villanova. I'm saying these names wrong.
No, you're right. That was a mistake.
I thought it was a good idea.
Oh, you did?
It was a horrible idea. I thought it was a good idea, man. Because I was wrong. I was wrong. Because I thought having somebody that season that good, who now isn't playing that well at the left tackle, moving him to the right, he is not as much pressure. He'll be able to hold up over there, and is not thing. But the past few games, he has been playing well.
He looked good.
He has been playing well on the left side, so you can't knock him too much.
We'll see when he go against Gerd and we go against what's the other boy in Cleveland, the other dog. Oh shit!
I know you talk. I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, let's see how he looked then.
He held up well against in Denver.
Right.
He held up well against that, but he ended up getting injured and came out. He only played a few snaps. I think he came out before the second half.
Right, my man said, I hope the best for the Ravens, but after tonight, I don't trust them with my money. I hit my parlay, Jay. I hit that motherfucker, boy. I had the Ravens over 38.
I don't bet on the Ravens.
Hey, my brother-in-law taught me into it. Yo.
I don't bet on the Ravens, man. I can't do it, man. They already had my heart racing.
Right.
They had me like this. Now I'm be thinking about losing my money.
Right.
I
damn near ripped my ticket up at halftime. I said, man, this is a rat, man.
Good thing you did.
Oh my God, man.
They could be special, man. It's they just gotta figure out how to have a complete game and tackle. That screenplay that went 70-something yards, that should not happen.
Hey, but once again, it's fundamental shit. It's basic shit with this thing. It's basic shit.
My man Jimmy saw the play was coming to him. Okay, all I gotta do is plant my feet, make the tackle.
Right.
Was it Queen? Somebody just came and knocked Jimmy completely out of the tackle over pursuing. And I was like, it's not. I mean, I thought it was Clark. I thought it was the other safety.
It might have been Clark. But honestly, the Ravens got to get away from drafting these undersized ass linebackers, man. Because that LJ4 injury really, really hurt. That's an injury that hurt this defense, man. Yeah. TJ4. I say LJ.
I know what you meant. Man, it's late.
Yeah.
It's. They got to figure something out, man. Because Queen
ain't it,
man.
But I was on
athletic. I wonder, a person like him is somebody you might just have to say, "Yo, check this out. We're gonna move you to N, and we just want you
to just guard the quarterback.
Just use your athleticism.
I said it's Saturday. I say just let him go at the quarterback.
just trying to rely on him because some of those was I'm like, I'm like the defensive lineman did what they were supposed to do.
Right.
Gap is right there, but he's not going to the gap. He's over pursuing somewhere else, and then the guy's just coming right. He's like following the running back instead of protecting the gap. And the running back's just saying, "Oh, he's going there. Okay, I'm gonna go back to where the gap is."
And the offensive coordinator's so good, they're using his athleticism against him to go to the opposite goddamn way.
They usually get some. Every time I say it, I be like, like
he's going to have a problem going against a zone blocking team too. A zone blocking team, they're going to eat us up.
A Kubiak type of offense would abuse him, man. Like he'd be like,
and that's something
just trying to figure out if he should be playing.
And that's something the Browns run. That's what the Browns do, zone blocking.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be a problem. They're gonna have to do something with him. They was talking about a lot of teams want our running backs. Get a linebacker. They got to get a linebacker in here.
But you got to get a good linebacker. You got to get a good motherfucking linebacker.
Man, right now, anybody that can cover anybody, shit.
He can't cover shit, man.
He can't do shit right. That's
it baffles me because he's so athletic.
And that's the thing about it.
If he ever gets it together, he gonna be a problem. But
I said in the last video, Queen, everybody's slow homeboy. He there, but he ain't there.
He ain't there. That's 100% fact, man.
Oh boy.
It was an exciting game. That's what the Ravens give us. They give us exciting games, man.
I got a couple great heads coming in worrying about these motherfuckers, man.
It's crazy, but
right.
Go ahead. We gotta go to a game. We gotta go to the game.
Pick one. I'm there. Pick one.
I look at it and see what the move is, man.
Man, tell me.
I'm telling you, man. Traveling to games is where it's at, man.
Let's go to Pittsburgh.
Traveling. When they play?
I don't know. I can look at it right now. Week 17. Week 17.
I don't do cold.
Me either.
I don't do cold. I don't do cold.
South, yo. I don't go east.
You know, I went to Denver. Right. I was thinking about doing Miami.
Yeah, that's the move now.
Yeah, but I done Miami a few times. But I'll let you know if I decide to go. I'll let you know.
Just let me know. I got a travel part.
Yeah, man. But I try to go at least two, 3 home games and at least one away game.
And I'm trying to do the show in the parking lot. That's what I'm trying to really do.
That's easy. Shit, I could. Let me find out because you know the fire department has a tailgate right by the stadium.
Okay.
At an old firehouse is the old Union Hall.
All right.
I can see what time they normally stay open a little late. We could probably set something up there to try to set up do a little podcast real quick. And try to find a corner or whatever because it'd be jumping in there. It'd be crazy. Especially
when you know, this is for us Baltimore people. That's why I did it.
Right. But man, I love what you're doing, man. I hope everything work out for you. I hope it comes together, becomes bigger and bigger and bigger.
Hey, I swear to God, this shit surprising me. I'm doing 7,000 views. I'm a nobody. I'm just a blue-collar guy from North Longwood. You know me?
That's a win, man. Hopefully it just keeps building. The good thing about what you do is that you allow everybody to give their point of views. There's a lot of the videos I watch afterwards, you know what I mean, from watching live, right? But I go back and watch them, and everybody gives their point of views. You know what I mean, and it's lately, and I'm just a fan. Lately, you've been having some real knowledgeable people. The dude, the boxing trainer, man. Right. I listened to him and shit, man. I was like, yo, I want to go.
And it's everything Wilder did. Wilder did everything he said he did, but he got tired, yo.
He got tired. Some people don't think Wilder can bounce back from this. I truly believe.
I never did with Malik Scott. He's gonna be dangerous.
I think he'll be fine. And Fury just had a game plan. Fury was like, okay, he went to a different trainer. I know how this trainer's going to train him.
Right.
I'm gonna gain 20 pounds. I'm gonna put this weight on.
You see, I knew the fight was over when Fury put Wilder on his back foot. And that was it.
That's it.
When he had Wilder going back, I said, "Oh,
Wilder has to fight for it. He has to fight for it.
Right.
He has to fight for it.
But what you think of that fight though? It's a classic. What's you think of the trilogy?
Yeah, man? Was it 5 knockdowns?
Yeah,
that's a classic, man.
Yeah,
that's a classic.
I just knew Wilder had him in that 5th. I'm like, oh shit, he knocked it down twice.
Never slow count. That's all I'm gonna say. Never slow count. But out of talking about fighters getting up off the canvas,
right?
Look like they never went down. That's Fury, man. I don't know how he do it.
Yeah, like I say, Wilder would have beat anybody in the world, sir, but Fury.
Anybody but Fury. Very different, man. I wanna hate him, but I like him. I want to dislike him, but I like him, man. He's good, man.
He's a big goof, man. He's a big goof,
but he's a great boxer, man. That's man. Put it, man. I mean, he's the only person that was out there that truly wasn't afraid of Wilder.
Wilder, right.
You can tell when he fought, he truly was not afraid of Wilder. But that also comes from when you go through some shit.
Yeah. He went through it all.
Yeah,
like I say, the only thing gonna stop him is his mental issues and his
mental. And it seems like he got those together. So he gonna be a problem, man.
Right.
Be a problem, man. And it as an American, it hurts me. It's sad that we ain't got no Wilder.
Ain't nobody beating that boy no time soon, though, yo.
I don't even know no true like up and coming American heavyweights right now.
Nah, I don't either.
You know what I mean? So I was Wilder just because he was so powerful and knocking people out. But I saw his deficiencies. I knew he wasn't a great boxer.
Right.
So,
but he got that one hitter quitter that can put anybody down.
I just love it every time he says it, man. He's like, you need 12 rounds. I need 2 seconds. What happened? He said you got to be perfect for 12 rounds. I got to be perfect for 2 seconds. Love it. I mean, so.
Yes, but Dion, I ain't gonna hold you up because I gotta get up 4 o'clock. You know,
man, I gotta get up 5 a.m. So I'm with you, brother.
Hey, you from Murphy Homes, right?
Nah, I was up Liberty Heights.
Oh, you're Liberty Heights guy. I was gonna put the Liberty Heights episode. You feel me?
I was up Liberty Heights. I did live down by Murphy Home though. I lived in the 1400 block of Argyle.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I was there from like.
Well, pick a neighborhood I can put up in the joint. Where you from? West Baltimore.
I'm West Baltimore. I'm a West Baltimore.
All right, West Baltimore episode. You know, here Baltimore hero. We got here Baltimore hero. Y'all got a fire, a grease fire. Your girl on fire. Here put some water on her.
You better get me soon because I ain't got too many more years of this, and I'm getting up out of there, man.
I don't blame you, man. Get them bennies though. You know, get that pension, get everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Get my pension, and I'm up out.
All right, man. Baltimore City, Baltimore County. We out here.
We out, babe.
We gotta do it again, Dion.
For sure.